Hey guys, I'm Ashley.
I'm Philip.
And you're watching Southern Done Right. Today we're going to be reacting to Adam Calhoun and Demon Jones. We have reacted to Adam Calhoun before through Simba. We did racism, and we've reacted to some of his comedy. But today I want to introduce my dad to Demon Jones, who is another country rapper. And this song is off of, they did a collab album, and this song is off their collab album, Crazy White Boy.
Well, I tell you right now, I would not be against country rapping, so.
Well, we're going to be doing some more country rap. We're doing Adam Calhoun and Demon Jones. We got to do some Upchurch, and I want to do some more Adam and Demon too.
So no Cotton Eye Joe. We're not doing techno country, right?
I don't think techno country's a thing.
It was just one song.
It was just that song.
Okay.
Okay, so let's get into it. Alright, fair warning. There are words you don't like in this song.
Why does he always have words I don't like?
He does always have words because he doesn't. He doesn't. He is less politically correct than you are, Dad.
I don't give a crap about being politically correct. I just don't like it.
I know, but he isn't politically correct and also doesn't give a crap about people's feelings. You're a feelings guy.
Oh.
Yeah.
When the streets get so empty and the sky turns a dark gray, and all you see are them flagpoles, but no flags giving away. No sunshine in these empty streets, just a bunch of empty space. And that's when the world went to waste. Yeah, the world went to waste. The world went to waste. Yeah, the world went to waste. White people racist, not blacks though. Everybody talk shit, not facts though. Everybody gay, but you can't say fag though. Same fag, turn around and burn down a flagpole. But I'm an asshole.
So that's the word you don't like.
Yeah.
But do you get his point?
Yeah, I mean, I do.
He says the words you don't like because they're the words you don't like for a reason. Like he says
shock value.
Well, no, it's not shock value. It's you're not allowed to say the F word because of PC culture.
Right.
But it's totally okay for you to burn a flag.
Oh, no,
that's why he said same F word turns around and burns down a flagpole. So, like, to the crazy, insane lefties, not normal people on the left, not Democrats, but the crazy lefties, you're not allowed to say the F word, but it's totally okay if you burn a flag. He's just saying, like, their priorities are messed up.
Well, for the record, I don't like the crazy lefties or the crazy righties. The crazy lefties just tend to go further.
I don't like the crazy righties more than I don't like the crazy lefties. But the fact of the matter is there's a lot more crazy lefties than there is crazy righties.
I mean, there's a lot of truth to that.
So, I mean, nobody on the right takes those people seriously. Like, I know one person who was truly, honestly a racist, and I don't know anyone who respects that person. So, and, you know, we live in the Deep South, so if anybody were going to see those people, it's us. According to, you know, the media.
So everybody gay, but you can't say fag though. Same fag, turn around and burn down a flagpole. But I'm an asshole, cause I like Trump, cause he don't take shit like guns. How the fuck would you like our country to run? Anything goes, so I guess it's comfortably numb. Raising little boys nowadays, no balls. Parents too afraid, so they won't get involved. God forbid you discipline your kid, call the law. They gon' lock you up, have you looking at the wall. Fuck the
So what do you think?
I mean, I agree with a lot of that. Can we do that?
Yeah, we can do that. Either way, you can't see your face when you're looking at the computer. But I mean, that's really true. There's not a whole lot of discipline today with kids. There's
Well,
not.
Yeah.
And there has to be less because, you know, you really will get the cops called on you.
Yeah, I mean.
Like that kid that called the cops because his mom took away his TV and they made her give back his TV.
Where the hell was that at?
Arkansas, I think.
Really?
Really, they made her give back his TV.
I had the
It's
cable
insane.
cut off.
When your kid call the law, they gon' lock you up, have you looking at the wall. Fuck the left side, fuck them all, they can suck on my balls. Who you gonna call when shit goes wrong? Disarm us all, take all the guns. Fuck it, let the bad guys have fun. Yeah. When the streets get so empty and the sky turns a dark gray, and all you see are them flag posts, but no flags.
I don't understand the
sunshine in these empty streets, just
the
a bunch of
anti-gun
empty
thing.
space.
I don't.
And that's when,
I understand.
and that's when.
I'll tell you exactly what's going on with the anti-gun thing, because that's something I care a shitload about, and I don't even own a gun.
Yeah.
But here's my problem with the whole gun laws. The reason the government doesn't want anybody to have guns is the entire purpose of the right to bear arms in the Constitution was to be able to bear arms against your damn government. And they know that. That's why they don't want us to have guns. That's why no assault weapons. You know, if you want to go hunt, that's fine. No, that's not there so that I can go freaking shoot a squirrel. All right, that's there so if the police decide that they're going to come in and take my house for no reason, that I can defend myself. That's why that law is there, and nobody understands that anymore because they took people's emotions, all right? So this is what they do, all right? Somebody's kid gets shot in a drive-by, which is absolutely terrible. That's a terrible thing to happen, okay? But that's when they swarm in and they're like, oh, you hate guns, don't you? Let's put you on the news. And that's what they do. And so they've got, over the years, they've got people so skewed that they have no idea what the hell the Second Amendment is about anymore. So, yeah, I understand.
They don't care. They don't care what the Second Amendment is about.
No, they do care. That's my exact point. They do care what the Second Amendment is about. And that's why they have created society to go in the direction they have.
The politicians, I agree with you. People who don't like guns, I don't agree with you.
Okay. You're right.
People who don't want guns because they've been told if we just get rid of the guns, people will quit killing each other.
Right.
Which is ridiculous.
Right.
That's why London, whose citizens absolutely are not allowed to be armed, they're not even allowed to carry freaking knives. You can get arrested in London for carrying a potato peeler. Take you to jail arrested for carrying a potato peeler. And their crime rate surpassed New York City last year.
Yeah. Well,
It's not about the gun. It's not about the tool. It's about the culture of the area. So, and either way, self-preservation wise, if you live in a rural area, you know, the cops aren't going to be there in 5 minutes.
No.
You know, it could be 20, 30 minutes before the cops get there. And in really rural areas, even longer than that. You can't rely on, locking your bedroom door and hoping that the guy doesn't get in there while you wait for 45 minutes for the fucking cops to show up. You know, it's just...
On the flip side of that, though, if it does take 45 minutes for the cop to show up, then it gives you plenty of time to hide the body.
Yeah.
So, there are guns in the rural South. Don't try to rob a country.
Don't try to rob. No, that's not an idea.
It's a
I would not
idea.
suggest you try to rob my husband. I really would not. I don't think it would be smart.
The world went to waste. Yeah. The world went to waste. right for legal. It's written on the page number 2, we the people. It's clearly stated all men are created equal. The media controlling the mind, controlling the lie. They hide the truth out of sight, we keep it out of mind. Reading from the script about a brand new tag. 100 million for this, 6 trillion for that. They promise us a dream and they take it right back. So tell me, what color are you? Me, I'm red, white, blue. If you fed up, stand up. Cause the news don't tell the truth. Look at all these comedians telling jokes like they care about American blue collar and black folks. But they care about the black votes. The same ones telling black jokes. When the streets get so empty.
So what do you think of Demon?
I love that guy.
I know, I knew you would. And he doesn't
He started right in about what I was talking about with the Second Amendment.
I know.
And wow, that's pretty awesome that I said all that. And then, bam, so
Yeah, Demon's really great, and he's not as aggressive as Adam is. Yeah. You know how some people are just disagreeable people? Like, they're going to say it just because you don't want them to.
Right.
Adam is kind of like that.
Gotcha.
Demon is more laid back, but he still, has strong opinions on things, but he's not like
so he's
as
closer
aggressive
to how
as Adam.
I think.
Yeah. I really like Demon, and obviously I agree with what he said there. With the media is trying to control you, and it doesn't matter what color you are. We're all red, white, blue. We are American.
Right.
It matters a lot more to me. I was talking to somebody the other day, and it's not. Americans have such a distinct culture. Like, it's completely different. You're not going to go to London and it's like the same thing. They just talk with funny accents.
Right.
The culture of the people is completely different. And Americans are very, very much about liberty. Like, no. You cannot arrest me for a tweet.
Right.
We're the only ones with freedom of speech. The only country with freedom of speech, period. Nowhere else do they have it assigned in law that they have a freedom of speech. It's just kind of understood. But a lot of those places, like London, who at one time, said that you had the freedom of speech. Now over there you can get arrested for something you said in a tweet.
Yeah.
So.
Well, they're trying to get it. They're working on trying to get it here to where you can get arrested for saying things that people don't like.
Did you see that comedian in Florida who had the cops called on him by somebody who was attending his show? Like, he was up there doing a show and somebody in the audience called the police?
Because he did what? He threw a potato at him?
No, because he said something about Muslims. But the guy's name is like Ahmed or something. Like, he is Muslim.
Oh, so he's making fun of himself.
Well, I mean, I haven't seen it because it wasn't like a special. It was just, he said that somebody called the cops on him, so I don't know what he said. Nobody knows what he said, but he did say it was probably something about when he was talking about the Middle East or whatever. But calling, oh my God, could you imagine if you go to a comedy show and that motherfucker's got to stop because somebody called the cops because he said something that they thought was mean at a comedy show? I'd be so mad. Oh my God, I'd be so mad. Could you imagine being that person's friend? Like, oh my God, I don't know why she did that. I really wish we didn't have to leave. But oh my God, I don't know you. I don't know her. That girl's crazy.
Rodney Dangerfield would probably never make it.
Probably not. No.
So, because he was overweight. He would tell people that he was overweight. He'd make fun of the fact that he was overweight.
Can't do fat shaming. That's a serious thing.
Chris
now.
Farley, jumping through the coffee table. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
I wonder how that would go today.
You can't
make fun of fat people. I am a fat people, you dumbass. I mean, I'm not.
You're not allowed to be me anymore.
And the sky turns a dark gray, and all you see are them flagpoles, but no flags giving no wave. No sunshine in these empty streets, just a bunch of empty space. And that's when the world went to waste. Yeah, the world went to waste. The world went to waste. Yeah. the world went away.
Okay, I guess that's the end of it then.
I don't know. I will say one thing. I don't know if that's when the world went to waste. I think the world's been headed toward that for a long time.
You know, I think it goes through cycles. I think that we went through the same thing in the 90s. This PC mega crazy thing. And then,
Yeah, well, you know what started a lot of that? Heavy metal.
yeah, and Eminem.
Well, yeah, then, yeah.
Honestly, Eminem is what heightened it and then broke it.
Yeah.
I swear to, I mean, just that one person. Because everybody got so mad, and then everybody else was just like, F you guys. Like, I don't care. I don't care if you don't like it. We have a freedom of speech. But that's because they were lefties. Now it's not the lefties who need it, so they don't care. They think that, people on the right should shut the hell up.
I'll tell you, the more I kind of dig into some of this and listen to some of this that's going on, I'll tell you, it reminds me a lot of the 80s, believe it or not.
Mm-hmm.
And this is why, because in the 80s, the big hair bands and all that, of course, I grew up with that, so I loved all that. But what people didn't realize was there were real messages going through this music. It wasn't all about sex, drugs, and rock and roll. I mean, there were real lyrics with real words, and
like Rush, The Trees. That's such a great song.
Metallica won, Guns N' Roses, Civil War. I mean, you can go on. I mean,
it was the big bands. It wasn't just independent artists that were talking about stuff like that. It was like the big. But
right.
Okay, but they were on the left. They were rebelling against the right because at that time it was the conservatives who were wanting to censor people who didn't want porn or bad music or whatever. It was the conservatives doing it then.
I will
and so
absolutely
they were like
disagree.
the cool whatever.
I'm going to disagree with that. And this is why I'm going to disagree with that. Because bands like Metallica and Guns N' Roses, Motley Crue, AC/DC, they were neither left nor right.
They were just anti-government.
They were anti-government. They were very much free speech. Hey, guess what? I have the right to say it, and I'm going to say it whether you like it or not. And I'm seeing a lot of that show up.
Mm-hmm.
And personally, I think that is a good thing.
I don't see it showing up from the mainstream, though. Not yet.
Not from the mainstream,
right now
but
it's
it
still, will. More independent people, but they're getting a lot of attention for it, and I think eventually it will bleed more.
It will not only bleed into the mainstream, it will become the mainstream, and this is why I say that. And I know a lot of people don't know how like Metallica came about, but Metallica was absolutely shunned by the mainstream. They were shunned. The only reason that they ended up becoming as popular as they were is because the underground movement for them became so big, somebody had to give them a record label, or they were going to lose out on so much money. It was ridiculous. And I think people like freaking Adam Calhoun and
Upchurch,
Tom McDonald, guys like that, they're going to end up with those same type of movements. Somebody's going to have to sign them and put them out there.
They've been people are already trying to sign them. It's not because they can't get a record label that they're independent artists.
No,
they're independent artists because you don't need a record label anymore. Yeah. In the 80s, you needed a record label to get out there. You don't need a record label anymore. They were never going to play their kind of music on the radio anyway. At least not, especially not Upchurch and Adam Calhoun, because there's not a country rap radio station. They're not going to get that kind of play. So they make money. They make money off YouTube and their album sales and everything, but they do it all themselves.
Yeah, and that's fine. But my point is that they will end up on the radio. You know? You know what? Nobody was looking for a Big and Rich when they popped up, right?
That's true.
I mean, nobody was looking for that. And boom, all of a sudden here they are. And you know what? Some of these old country guys that like Conway Twitty and George Jones, they like Big and Rich. Who knew? And it's going to come up a lot of the same.
You know who else we got to react to?
Who?
Do you know Waylon Jennings' grandson is a country rapper?
Is he really?
Yeah.
That's got to be pretty awesome.
Yeah, well, he's a lot more rap than country. He's got some Southern themes in his music.
Well, I mean, Waylon Jennings was...
Waylon Jennings.
I mean, that was Waylon Jennings.
That was Waylon Jennings.
So,
all right, well, this is over 20 minutes.
Bocephus wasn't nothing like his daddy either. His music was completely different. People still loved it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that can work.
All right, guys. Well, if you liked our video,
This went long.
I know it's 20 minutes long. If you liked our video, leave us a like. Put in the comments what you want to see from us, or if you just want to have a conversation about any of the things we discussed. We're really active with our commenters. If you want to support our channel, check out the link in the description for our TeeSpring store. Thanks for watching.
Give us a like, subscribe. Love you guys. See y'all later.
See you later.